York is obviously playing a key part in many thousands and thousands of people's lives, and I think out of this will be leaders in government, in academia, in the arts, in professions, in business. So I think York has a huge role to play and is playing a great role in Canadian society.
There's so many roles that a university like York plays in shaping the ideas and minds and hearts of individuals who are going to go out and make a difference in their community, in their country, and I think just educating people, but showing them that anything is possible through inspiration, anything is possible through education. And when you get your degree, I really hope that York University tells them that that's just the beginning. How are you going to give back? That's the most important thing, and it's a great seed that can be planted into young and old minds.
Give them a worldview, their sense of responsibility in our world today, that you're not simply graduating because you need to get a job. You are graduating because you need to serve the world, and I think York does that very well.
Universities shape minds, and minds shape the world. The world studies here. I mean, you just have to take a look at the graduating class. It is really the new Canada that studies here. The new Canada with new thinking, grounded in academic discipline, research, analysis. That's a wonderful mixture for our country.
The essential principles of democracy, such as the rule of law and human rights and freedom. A university which imparts these important Canadian values is the essence, and so universities are very, very important to the continuing strength of the globe.
It has an extraordinary responsibility. It has an amazing reach into the hearts and minds of young people, and it has a kind of mission, I think, to not only educate, but to round out and to instill in students the sense of imagination and adventure and innovation, and the fact that learning never stops.
I hope students remember that there is more to life than just your career, that it is important to be involved in your community, and that there are untold numbers of ways to contribute, and that there's something really worthwhile in doing that.
York in many ways epitomizes where I think we need to go and what we do, and I think the mix of the different disciplines that are here, the size, makes a huge difference.
I have to talk to you about Glendon. It's one of those rare places outside Quebec where Francophone and Anglophones actually spend time together in a real way, not just for a couple of hours. And I think the students who have spent time here in that environment, they actually know things about Canada and about each other that they don't know yet that they know.
I think a university like this is really a place for thought, a place for independent, individual, creative ideas to be generated. And I think we have to get back to the drawing board and come up with new ideas and ways to keep the world in one piece. And I think this university can fill that role.
It's one of the best of Canada. And if it's one of the best in Canada, it's of course one of the best in the world.
I want them to remember that they're going to have failures, but that they need the courage to go on. And failure, surprisingly, gives you courage. Courage is not something you're born with, it's something you learn by taking risks. And I want them to take risks and keep raising their sights.
It's one of the fastest growing universities in Canada. The opportunities it's giving to a lot of potential students around the city and country that might not have that chance at some of the other universities, and I think that's great. And I think everyone deserves a chance, whether it's tennis or education.
I hope that they understand that doing the right thing is more important than meeting the right people, getting the right contract and all of that stuff. Doing the right thing, especially for children, is most important.
I think in the economy that we're going into, the creative economy and the experience economy, the people who are the creators, who find new ways of doing things and are innovative thinkers, are the ones that are going to lead the way in the 21st century. And I think York is producing a lot of those people, whether they're filmmakers, theater people, dance people, etc. The people that are coming out of this university are creative individuals who are going to find solutions for us.
And be activists in so many ways, but definitely be activists when it comes to Canadian culture. We need to be a people who have the grace to see beauty and worth in others. We have to be people who have the gratitude to recognize how well life has been for us and how good it's been to us. I went to school 1,500 kilometers from York, and yet York is the prime training influence in my life. And so all I can wonder is how many other me's are there throughout the world who one way or the other would point back to York and say this has been a foundational influence.
What we do here at York University in terms of training these students and teaching them to work and live together will reflect how Canada is governed in the future. In fact, I like to say that York University is the anvil on which the future citizenship of our students will be forged.